Welcome back, everyone, and welcome to the Pet Parade. We have a little bit of a different pet parade today. While Abby and Archie are not up for adoption, they were lost and they were found because thousands of dogs are lost in Massachusetts every year, and that's why Missing Dogs of Massachusetts was founded. Beth Core is here to tell us all about it. Beth, thanks so much for being here. This is such an important segment because really, we see posters all the time of lost dogs. I cry every time I pass a poster. It's heartbreaking, as Maria and Renee will tell us when they lost their dogs. But let's start out by telling us a little bit about Missing Dogs.
Sure. Thank you for having us. Lisa and I were part of a larger organization that covered all of New England and trying to help families recover their lost dogs or help found dogs get back to their families. And it was evident that there really was a need for an organization devoted just to Massachusetts. We incorporated it as an all-volunteer nonprofit organization in January, and we now have over 17,000 followers on Facebook.
That's incredible. And you also mentioned since January, you have helped families find up to 700 dogs so far, which is incredible. Now, Maria, you were one of those families. You lost Abby after you adopted her after just a few hours.
2 hours.
What happened?
You know, we introduced Abby to our home. We thought we were doing everything right, and introduced her to our cat, took her for a walk around the neighborhood. And as we came into the yard, we took off her leash, and my husband turned around to shut the gate, and she just bolted. She just took off.
And she took off, which, Beth, you were saying earlier, it's very important for our viewers to hear this after adopting animals they see here on the Pet Parade. The first few days, first few weeks, very important with new dogs that do not know you or your home because they are escape artists off the top. Real quickly, what do you do when you first bring a dog home?
I think two most important things, if we could just focus on two of them.
Yes.
One, make sure that their ID is current, that they have them, and that it's accurate. A lot of people adopt new pets, new dogs, they're microchipped. That microchip needs to be registered, and the new owner is most often responsible for having that registration take place.
So get on that right away. You also have a collar, the martingale collar,
if
very
there's
important.
One piece of equipment that could help a lot of these losses from happening, it's a martingale collar. We get a lot of new dogs that panic. They pull on the leash, they slip the collar comes right over their head. A martingale has an extra loop in it. That loop allows the collar to gently tighten around the dog's neck as the leash is pulled, prevents it from slipping over the neck and the dog going missing.
Very important. And you, thanks to Missing Dogs, Marie, you were able to find Abby.
Yes.
Many sightings. After how long?
No sightings.
Oh, no sightings.
No sightings at all, and 6 days.
6 days.
6 days.
Oh, that must have been the toughest 6 days ever.
It was very tough. Very
Renee,
tough.
you too, you lost Archie. What happened with Archie?
Yeah, so I just had him being watched by the neighbor when when I was across the street having dinner, and he bolted out the front door. When the door was opened, he was looking for me. So they chased him around the neighborhood a little bit, and then they came and got me, but he was long gone. So yeah, so basically...
And he's only 4 pounds.
4 pounds.
One of him out there by himself. And you said that Beth and Lisa told you, get the posters out, call animal control. Those are the first things you want to do. And it was a very interesting point you mentioned, they go out from dusk to dawn, so that's when you want to look for them.
Yeah.
In between that, they're hiding. So eventually you found him. Thank goodness. I can imagine how your heart was breaking. Beth, what do you do when you get a sighting? You set up a trap. I have a heart trap.
If the dog is evasive and they're not coming to their owner, they're not coming to their caretaker, then we start the recovery process. We would set a feeding station, which is simply aromatic food that's left out to attract the dog. We would set up a camera like this. It's motion activated. It has an infrared flash. Works 24 hours a day, sends photographs to our smartphones and computers, allows us to monitor that feeding station. The dog is there, the dog is eating. We set up a humane box trap. It's like a large have-a-heart trap.
Right.
We're able to monitor that trap. The dog goes in to eat, hits the trip plate, they're secure.
And then you've got them. Thank goodness. One thing we want to mention real quickly is you said don't get discouraged if your dog has been lost for a year, even 2 years, because you have still found dogs.
We have all sizes of dogs, from small dogs like Archie to big 75-pound dogs. They're amazingly resourceful. We've had dogs that we've recovered after 2 years.
Amazing.
Amazing, amazing. They're very resourceful.
So lessons learned, if you lose your dog, Facebook, social media, big time, get those posters out and make sure you get the word out, call animal control.
Correct.
And what do we do if we lose our dog? How do we get in touch with you guys, Beth?
You can find us on the internet at www.missingdogsmass.com, and you can find us on Facebook. Please join us, even if your dog isn't missing. You can help another dog get home.
Absolutely.
And we're Missing Dogs Massachusetts on Facebook.
Well, thank you so much. This
Thank
is
you
such
for
an
having
important segment. Beth and Lisa, thank you both so much. Renee and Maria, I can